trial shit?
I really haven't, but
I don't know how y'all ain't covering this shit, bro.
But like,
because No Jumper doesn't cover these types of things.
What are we gonna do? Like, Vlad's there. He's got like a live stream.
Oh, Vlad is there?
I don't know if he's actually there, but like on the Vlad channel.
First is there.
Okay.
I've been watching on there. I guess they got approval to be in there.
I mean, okay, I will say this is that I have always been a huge Tupac fan, sure. But there's just like not okay, so see, look, Vlad is actually streaming the courthouse stuff, which is kind of like available to everybody, and he, I guess, has access to the feed, and so he's streaming it on his channel, which is a good idea. We should have done that too, but
definitely,
yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, Tupac is a content well that many YouTubers have really burrowed their way into. You know, Vlad was really the.
I mean, it's really interesting considering the fact that this is one of the biggest unalignments of our generation for sure. So the Tupac case will be something you want to deep dive into.
First, Vlad was the first person who had the bright idea. I'm going to interview every single person that had anything to do with the Tupac shit, and ultimately it'll like be valuable. And he was right. And that's basically why KPD is facing trial right now. But as far as me, like, I never really interviewed any of Tupac's homies.
None of that.
It's not really, you know, everybody
you dealt with, they was like, man, we don't give a fuck about no Tupac. I wasn't alive when that nigga got killed.
I mean, most of the people that I've with content-wise are more of like the modern stuff, not like a murder that happened 30 years ago.
They tell me Lil Durk, Corey, wasn't nobody in there.
I heard the opposite from Ross in his video today. He said that there was tons of people with free Durk shirts on.
Today? Well, I know I got a call last night. They was trying to get some people down there and get some people to work and give away some free Durk merch and shit like that.
But did you hear about what the judge did by accident?
Yeah, it said everybody pled guilty.
He said that in the courtroom, and everybody gasped and like dropped their purses and shit. And then the judge has to correct himself, like, okay, no, everybody has not pled guilty.
Hey, bro, it got to be a horrible feeling.
Man, that'll make you SHIT on yourself.
To learn the hard way when you're looking at life that your friends really ain't your friends.
Mm.
Or they're your friends just to a certain extent.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, when you think about like, okay, podcasting puts a lot of stress on friendships. You know, being on camera with somebody every day, talking to them for hours and hours. It's like at a certain point, the things you don't like about your friend's personality are going to start to seem very clear to you. Now, let's say that you were to employ your friend to catch a bunch of bodies for you. I feel like it would probably have an even more intense effect because it's like, okay, if you're getting $50K a head, I mean,
that ain't no money for no.
Well, that's a number that's been thrown out there, but
that don't even pay for your attorney, bro.
I know. But then also like think about what you then owe to this guy. You basically owe him legal fees for life. That's, if you're somebody like OTF Jam, who apparently has like, you know, dozens of murders, it's like, that's many, many millions of dollars if you actually end up going down for that shit. It's like very unrealistic for almost anybody to be able to pay your legal bills. So when I look at it, I'm just like, how could this?
Well, it's a rich man's game for sure. Catching bodies is for sure a rich man's game should you choose to participate in that type of activity. But you know, you got to be able to withstand, man. You got to be able to withstand because these situations are gonna, you know, be the catalyst of what these guys have going on should they continue to maneuver in this type of way. This is just what it is. It's just what comes with it.
Situation have gone any other way. I mean, if they didn't get caught, then okay, I guess they could like kind of breeze past it. But I mean, them falling out was realistically probably pretty inevitable.
I talked to my attorneys. I'm about to book Big U.
You're gonna sue him?
Yeah, I got to.
What is that about? Because
my girl just looked up at me. This shit that I be talking about, though. You feel me? When I say this shit that I be talking about, how you gonna sue the nigga and you in his paperwork telling on him? How you gonna sue him because you told on him? First of all, he didn't convict you. He didn't put you in the paperwork. The federal government put you in the paperwork. That's who you need to be suing. How you gonna sue this nigga? Man, My man Edie on Fresh said, it's Sunday. I can't listen to this guy anymore today. Hey, 100 fool. I ain't even mad at you for not wanting to take this nigga into the work week. You feel me? This nigga whack out here on Ozempic. Yogi, I see you. This nigga out here on Ozempic. You feel me? Because you know he ain't working out. You know he ain't working out. Nigga, this nigga out here.
Back in the gym, you know.
Man, you said what?
Be back in the gym, you know.
Man, yeah. Yeah, because Monday's your day. But this nigga whack on Ozempic. Adam is annoyed with him. R&B is AKA Brownie Deluxe. It's just a lot going on, bro. It's a lot.
Called you a snitch or something?
When he was turning himself in, he said that
Right.
the reason why the feds are looking for him, he got a warrant.
It's true. It's true. These are true statements. Nothing about this was a lie. This is a very factual, actual, and true statement, bro.
It's because of WACK100 and 600. That's what he said.
That's what it was.
Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of pages of paperwork has come out.
And you are in them. This is what I mean when I say Adam's a bad podcaster, because you'll allow him to sit up here and speak all these lies, and you'll allow him to kind of like baby dance on the situation and baby tap on the situation, but you won't come across as somebody who actually wants the truth. And this is where I always look at Adam and I always say, man, bro, what's up with you? What's up with you? And that's kind of where I always have an unclear anything with Adam 22, because Wack is blatantly about to tell a lie. We all know the lie that he's going to tell. But Adam will support this lie, will encourage this lie, will allow facilitation of expansion and deliverance of this lie with no pushback. But then when Wack gets him upset, then he wants to start talking bad about him. Then you want to see that he's this, and you want to see that he's that, then he's not really this, and he's not really that. He really shouldn't be. Like, and then we start seeing all that. But then it's like, come on, bro. You feel me? Because Adam will sit on the phone with me, as we all saw, and be 100% aware of exactly what's going on, 100% aware of how the situation is taking place, and then get in front of Wack and be like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what we're talking about. Like, Adam, you got to have a backbone, bro. There has to be a better set of a moral code and a moral compass if you want to continue to call yourself, oh, I'm the leader of LA podcasting. How can you be the leader of LA podcasting when you're knowingly allowing these lies to be spread through your platform? What does that say about your moral compass and who you are?
There's no paperwork in there that said that any of your arrests is based upon me and 600 on top.
That's not true. That's not true. Big U was charged with assault, and it's off your statements.
That what it has said is you were in fact arrested 2-3 times by the feds, took it in for questioning prior to that last arrest.
And this is, again, where I say where Adam falls short is because we all want to talk about this paperwork, but then when you have somebody like myself who's knowledgeable of the paperwork, Adam doesn't want to allow it to be platformed. This is where Adam will continue to fall short in his podcasting career, and this is where Adam will continue to never be able to make it to the next step.
Right? So that, which means you knew you had some situations.
Right.
So, you know, I sent word for him to clean it up. So, you know, now what I'm going to do once I file, they're going to look at.
You already said that you were going to do this. So why are we even still having this conversation? Because now that I'm thinking about this conversation out loud, you've already said that you are going to have this situation come across with Big U where you were going to file the paperwork and blah, blah, blah this and blah, blah, blah that. So at this point, why are we even still discussing this? Why is it still a repeated conversation? Why is the content being doubled down on when we've already heard this content be expressed once before, and we've never really seen anything come as a result of? You feel me?
Into it. He's gonna he got to show where I had something to do with his situation. And when you can't.
Remember I was telling you about the LA Content House and they wanted me to be on the thing, blah blah. That's it.
Then they're gonna award me.
Uh-huh. And what is the point of suing a guy who is objectively probably broke?
See, Adam, I think down the street.
Uh-huh.
Way down the street. You might be broke now. Things pop up. Things occur. And when they do, I'll be sitting there waiting.
Ooh.
Life rights, movies, series. Oh yeah.
But then this doesn't make sense because WAC, you just got hit with a $500,000 tax lien from the IRS. You just got hit with that $500,000 tax lien from the IRS. You're also indebted to your lawyers over $600,000. So how can you sue Big U? Hear me on this. How can you sue Big U when you are indebted $500,000 into the federal government and your lawyers, you're indebted to them $600,000? And I could just continue to go on and on and on and on and on. But those are two good enough places to start, which would make me a logical thinking, rational person, would make me wonder how you're going to sue anybody if this is your actual situation, because that just doesn't make sense.
He can benefit from his crimes in that way. Like that stuff's all on the table. I guess that makes sense.
Anything got to do with him will be tied up. Already being tied up.
Damn.
Likeness, name, anything got to do with these moniker of names. We got all 12 of his monikers. Yeah.
Yeah, because you yelled all 12 of his monikers when you were in the post. Now here's something that WAC didn't anticipate. They have all of his monikers because in the same case where you were yelling about being in the parking structure where he had your car surrounded, this is your story, you screamed out all of his names and all of his aliases and all of his monikers. At that point, they now have that information available, and it wasn't until you said that and it's mentioned in the documents that it's because the victim, WACK100, was screaming this out is why they have the information, is where they're able to pick up and acquire these monikers. You are the reason why Big U's names are in those documentations based upon your own admissions of screaming those names in a ploy to beg for your life in a Flu Flammer, Skullduggerous, and Larcenous moment. So that happened.
Gonna have to pay the 100.
He's gonna regret going with you. Hey, I saw a post going on.
Doesn't seem like Adam's taking this serious at all. Doesn't really seem like Adam's taking this too serious.
Claiming that you recently got hit with a $500,000 tax lien.
You can't tell me this nigga don't watch